Viper noobs attack at the same time, at the same time, at the same time.
I'm on the way.
2 Viper noobs attack at the same time, at the same time, at the same time. Guess who's back? Aling's back. Aling's back. Tell a friend. Aling's back. 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 Da 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 da. Aling is back, everyone. This has been a long time since I made a Million Lords video, but here we go. You know, the last 3 seasons, if you include the cash tournament, the one where I won $500, have been first, second, and third. So the reason I came back is because with the recent rule changes in Million Lords, Aling has a chance. So low spenders have a chance. If you've been saving up your free stuff for long enough, you know, like my gear is okay, but most of it I got for free, right? So I got 90% of my gear for free. A lot of people paid for their gear, but I mean, it takes years to get that much free stuff. You've got to place, back in the day, you could place legendary, every season, and after a couple years, you would catch up to some of the big spenders. But now it's really hard to get legendary items, but I already have most of mine, so I'm good. Like new players, it's going to be tough to catch up. You know, they're going to have to grind now. You need Platinum League, like top 2. They're going to have to get it with chests. So it's just going to be a matter of time. So I'm going to share some of the new strategies with me. I don't mind a little competition. I don't even mind if you Viper guys, watch the video and learn some of my strategies, because I'll come up with new ones. Don't worry. You know, whenever the rules change, Aling has the advantage because I learned the quickest. So I adapt to the new strategies. That's why I won the tournament, because the tournament has the most different rules. So the next time there's a tournament, I'm going to win again, because none of the top players played, really. And when they play the next time, they're going to have a disadvantage because they're going to have to figure out on the fly. They're not going to figure out how to play till day 2, really. So I didn't figure out how to play till day 2. And then once I figured it out, nobody really figured it out by the end, really, even. So it took me a day to figure out. Other people, it's going to take them like a week to figure out. So maybe the 3rd or 4th tournament, someone will have a chance. But I'm winning the next one. But, okay, so now on to this season of Million Lords. I like that they made it a 2-week season. It's a lot more exciting with 2 weeks. You know, you don't have those lulls in the middle weeks like you used to. And now you get more rewards because you get more chests, because each event is only 3 days instead of 1 week. And they're kind of easier to finish, because I never liked attacking 1,000 cities for the first event, but now it's just 500 in 3 days. It's doable. You know, you don't have to do it every season, but now it's manageable. If you decide to really go for it, you should be able to get 500 cities without having to take too many, level 1 cities at the beginning. I get almost 500 cities just from attacking normally, right? So now things have changed because of the shield. Okay, so the shield is like, it's a big advantage for East Coast players, let's face it, because, on the West Coast, the latest I could set my shield is midnight. So midnight to 6 a.m., I would like to set it at 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. because at 3 a.m., the East Coast players are already asleep. So I don't have to worry about them attacking before 3 a.m. that much. You would get attacked before 3 a.m. if I set it to that. But at 9 a.m., I could wake up and still have the majority of my cities. Now, I wake up at 9 a.m. They have 3 hours of attacking. 2 days ago, I was in first place with 2 million power. And I woke up with 300K. So I knew, well, I'm a long shot for first place now because I lose too many cities, although today wasn't too bad. Today I went to sleep with 4.2 million power, first place by about double, I think. But when I woke up, I still had 2 million power, even though some players had passed me. Now, the problem is, later in the season, it's going to be a lot harder to take back these cities. They're not going to be small cities anymore. So these cities that are like level 75 cities, like my smallest cities, I can take with 90 million troops on Salvager. I can attack while I'm on Salvager. Even if I get walled, it's no big deal. It's a few hours of production lost, right? But now, when the cities start getting into the 80s, you have to start attacking with your full stack. So for me, I'm going to have to go to Striker build. And see, for the big spenders, what they do is they switch between Striker and Salvager, and maybe even Recruiter. For me, I realize that Recruiter is not going to work. The reason is, even if you do fairly well attacking on Recruiter to keep your KP up, you're not going to outproduce someone on pure Striker because you take heavy losses, especially on the bigger cities, the cities that are in the 80s. Even if you never get walled, you still end up behind in troops. So that's what I found out in the last season. Last season was like a lost season. I had like no territory last season because I went Recruiter without doing skill resets. So what you have to do, I only use like 4 skill resets last season. Still got third place, not bad. But this season, I started out with Salvager, so I haven't used any skill resets yesterday. So props to Halo, even though we might not be the best of friends. He's the one that came up with this build, right? Of starting off with Salvager. It's really tough to beat because you end up with the most gold. So every basically conflict that you get in, you profit from. So it didn't used to be like that, okay? So when you are on Striker, you don't necessarily profit when people take your cities, right? So you don't want people to take your cities. You would rather just hang on to them, right? But with the Salvager build, every time someone attacks, you can profit. And you can maximize your profit by underwalling weak players. So for example, new players that have low attack, or they're also attacking with Salvager, I would underwall. If they take a 75, I'll make all the cities around their 80s. And then at the minimum, that's going to slow them down, right? It's going to make them bring more troops to hit you with their full stack. And then when they hit you with your full stack, you wall them, okay? And walling is hard work, right? So my Salvager build is an active Salvager build. If you want to be a top player, you have to play Salvager actively, okay? Most people don't. Most people, they go on to Salvager when they're at their highest KP. The best time to do it is right after you turn in your clan quest, okay? Let's say you're doing your clan quest tonight. Okay, let's say you turn it in at 8 o'clock. Good time to go to Salvager, go to bed, you wake up, maybe you don't even put your shield up. Lose a lot of cities, gain a lot of gold, then you go to Striker. Okay, so that's the typical way to do it, okay? So that's effective if you have a lot of skill resets. If you're going to spend a lot of gems on skill resets, you can go from Salvager to Striker, even Recruiter. But if you don't have a lot of skill set resets like me, well, then you can only reset a few times a week, which may or may not be enough, depends on what your goals are, right? It's probably not enough to win, but you can place top 3. I've been doing it every season. I'll probably get top 3 again this season just because I have so much gold, okay? And gold can be converted into troops. So the way that I convert gold into troops is when I need to get high KP, like you really need to get high KP. Like last night before I turned in my clan quest, what I did is I got my KP really low by not attacking. It got down to like, like 200K, and then I attacked like crazy. I went from 200K to 1.7 million or so in a couple hours, just attacking a lot of small cities. So it's a lot of work. It was like 150 small cities, right? Then I dumped all my gold, made every city level 75. It was like, how much gold was it? Like 4 billion gold, okay? So it's not cheap. You have to have a lot of gold. But with that gold, I created an extra 2.5 million kingdom power, gave me 4.2 million kingdom power. And not only that, when your cities get taken, you are likely to get most of your gold back. If not, you might even make money. And you don't have to worry about always making money, because when you have enough money, don't forget, you make gold from everything you do. When you attack, you also gain gold when you lose the city back, right? So let's say, for example, you build a bunch of level 80 cities. And since people are attacking the level 80 cities with their full stack, you're not going to get a full all your money back, right? You're going to get half your money back plus what you get from killing troops. Let's say you get 30% of your money back from killing troops. So now you just got 80% of your money back. That is enough to keep your economy going and keep growing your gold. Because when you attack other level 80 cities, well, that's like free gold now, right? Because you didn't put any money building that city. So now the problem becomes, when you try to go Recruiter or Striker, when you switch away from Salvager, all of the money that you have in the cities, not all of it, but a larger chunk is lost, you see? So when you lose a city on Salvager, you might break even, or you might lose 10 or 20 or 30%. But when you lose a city on Striker, you can lose up to 50% because you're getting your 50% caution back, but you're not getting all of the money from the kills that you get with Salvager, because for me, I would only be getting like 90%. Salvager earnings instead of 210% when I'm spec'd full Salvager. Now I go a little bit overboard. I go Salvager with no brave, right? So you have to be ready. Like if someone attacks my troops, like right now I have almost 1 billion troops, but they're spread out all over the map. So if someone like O'Near wanted to attack my stack with his stack, I would lose, but he would lose troops too. So I put my troops in areas in recently acquired cities. I just make him level 85, and then I know he can't attack because he'll get no experience, right? And he doesn't know if I'm on or not. So if I'm on, I will switch gear to full brave, and we'll both lose the same amount of troops, but I'll gain a ton of gold. So he's not going to attack. Now, if I'm not on, right now, I have like 48% brave. That's not good if he attacks right now. I would have to spend like 1,000 gems to buy him back, and I don't usually spend that much. So I'd have to decide like on the last day whether to ever buy those troops back. I would be short troops for a while if that happened. But the thing is, what I do is I'm constantly attacking. So he thinks that I'm on even when I'm not on. People will think that I'm on just because most people don't do it. If you're only going to be on 2 hours a day, most people will spend that 2 hours defending. But like today, I was only on 2 hours, and I'm still close to first place because I put in some attacks. I slowed people down so that they thought I was on, so that I wouldn't have to defend because I wasn't available to defend today. I was out with my family, but now it's too late. You guys missed your chance. If you attack me now, chances are you're going to get walled. So that's it for this edition of my Million Lords. I don't know if I'm going to make more Million Lords videos or not. So make sure you guys, if you like the video, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. And if you like it, if I get more than a few hundred views, maybe I'll make some more videos. If not, it's going to be back to crypto.